Welcome everybody to the second class. In this class, we are going to learn more tricks about the way that we write the Arabic from the right to the left. Let's get started. Do you know this sound er, er, er? This sound in English is like this, correct? Er, er. But in Arabic, this sound is stronger. It sounds like er, er. Pay attention, this is er. In Arabic, it is this one. So easy to write. So this one sounds like r. It's a little bit stronger. And this one is So r. So if I write this word in English, which is rough, and I substitute the R with this one, the one in Arabic, and let's continue the word. Here I pronounce it like rough, but with this letter it will be rough. Pay attention to the sound. Rough. In Arabic it is rough. Rough. Pay attention to this detail. Always the sound of this letter, it is stronger than R. Okay, now I want to write ra. If I add this mark on the top of the letter, I think now you know it, we call it fatha, it will give me this sound of A. So now we have ra. The pronunciation again, it is stronger. Ra. Here it is ra. Try to train it, okay? Ra. So now let's write a word in Arabic, but we will write it first in English. In Arabic, we start from the right side. Remember this. Let's write ra in English from the right side. So we'll start like this. Ra. Let's write ra in Arabic. Ra. In English, it's two letters. In Arabic, it is just one letter with this mark on the top. Ra. Okay, let's write ra. In Arabic, ra. One more. Ra. In Arabic, ra. It's easy. Remember, I'm pronouncing now in Arabic, okay? I'm not saying, if it's in English, it will be ra, right? But in Arabic, it is ra, okay? Now let's learn another letter. Pay attention to this sound. J. This sound in English is this letter, right? G. It's the sound of J. G. So in Arabic, we have this one. Look, and I have here this. G. It's the same sound almost. G. Okay, let's write now this word. Jam. I can remove this letter, so I can substitute it by this letter here. And now I have jam. It's the same sound. Jam. Okay. Now let's write A. So now I have here J. The sound of A is just this small mark on the top. J. Let's write now J. How can I write J in Arabic? Let's write J in the beginning of the word. J. Pay attention, it doesn't have this round shape. It became like this, ja in the beginning of the word. Let's add the second ja. We must add this line, and then we will write the same shape here. It will be like this. So, ja, 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 ja. Okay. So, ja in the beginning of the word, ja in the end of the word. You will see all the shapes of the letter now. Don't hurry, okay? Let's train from the right to the left. Let's read together. We have here ja, 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 ja. Let's write now the shapes of the letter. The first ja, it will be like this. Ja in the beginning of the word. Let's see ja in the middle of the word. Ja in the middle of the word. Let's see ja in the end of the word. Ja in the end of the word. So I have ja, 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 ja. Okay? So now let's answer a question. I have two words. The first word is ja, 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 and the second word is ra, ra, ra. If you see here these words ra, 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 the letters are not connected. However, here in this word ja, 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 the letters are connected. Why? Because ra is a refusal letter, like da. Do you remember in lesson 1? So ra is a refusal letter. It doesn't get connected to the following letter from the left side. That's why we have this space here and here. However, ja, 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 ja is a normal letter that can get connected to the previous letter from the right side and the following letter from the left side. We will practice this more now. Let's see. Now you can pause the video and write these words down, and I'm waiting for you. So now we have ra and ja. Let's make some words out of them. Let's connect ra to ja, ra to ja, to write a simple word. Let's start with ra. Pay attention how I write ra. Slowly like this. Ra, ra. Let's add ja to the word. Like this. And I have to add this dot and the fatha. So, raja, ra, ja, raja, raja, ra, ja, raja, raja, ra in the beginning of the word, ja in the end of the word. Let's invert. Let's start with ja. Pay attention to the ja in the beginning of the word. Ja in the beginning of the word. The shape is different, okay? And now we will have a new shape of ra. Pay attention. How's it? I must add this, and then I have to add this. Ra, ra, ra in the end of the word. So let's read it. Ja, ra, ja, ra, jara, 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 raja, jara, raja, jara. So now I want you to write down everything on a piece of paper and come back as soon as possible. I'm waiting for you. Welcome back, my professional students. Now let's see the shapes of ra. I think you know them by heart. So this is ra in the beginning of the word. Let's see the other shape of ra. It was like this, and it is like this, right? Ra, ra. Let's check the shapes of ja. So we have the beautiful ja in the beginning of the word. Ja in the beginning of the word. Let's see ja in the middle of the word. We must add a line like this, and then we get the shape of ja like this. So now we have ja in the middle of the word. Let's see ja in the end of the word, like this and like this, right? And don't forget, we have another shape of ja, this one. Ja. So we have two shapes of ra, and we have four shapes of ja, ja. Okay, pay attention. Let's review the last class now, okay? Because I'm gonna give you a simple trick about writing Arabic. So here we have two refusal letters. We have ra and da. This is the shape of the letter out of the word. Normally we write it like this or like this, okay? So when the refusal letter get connected from the right side, just we add this line. So it is the same shape of the letter, just you add this line from the right side, okay? You will see this in the next classes. Pay attention, it is the same shape, just you added this line here, and here it is the same shape, and just you added this line here, okay? Let's see the normal letters, the ones that can get connected from the right and the left side. Here, if you say ja, it has this round shape when it is out of the word, right? When we write it as a separated letter. And here sa has this shape when it is out of the word as well. When we put the letter in the beginning of the word, it loses this round shape. We just add this shape and just we write a straight line, as you see here. It's the same with ja. Just we got this part, and we went straight. So it became like this. Let's see the letter in the middle of the word. The same thing. We got the shape of the letter in the beginning of the word, as you see here. We added here, and just we added this line here and this line here, okay? And it lost this round shape as well. Let's see the letter in the end of the word. So the letter in the end of the word, it's the same letter when it is out of the word, right? And just we added this line here. So here is the trick. Let's apply this rule on another letter, a normal one. Let's take, for example, one letter that you don't know yet. This one. So when I'm gonna add it in the beginning of the word, so I will just take this part, this shape, this part here, and I will write it like this. I just took this part and just I added this line as here and here. Let's put it in the middle of the word. So I will take this shape and I write it like this. Sure, this is not the way that I write because I have to start from here. And I will add this line. Do you see? Okay, let's put this letter in the end of the word. So I will just take this here, but I will add this line here and I will just copy the letter. So, by the way, the sound of this letter is sa. We will talk about it. It's not sa. It is another sound in Arabic, sa. Don't worry, we will have a special class about it. Let's see another example of a refusal letter. Let's take this letter. It sounds ze. The other shape of it, it will be just like this. I will add this line and like this. Ze. You got the trick? Anyway, by the time you will understand this idea more. Write down everything and I'm waiting for you. Welcome back, my friends. Now let's write some words. Let's write the first one. It will be ra, ja. Ra, ja. Ra, ja. Sing with me. Ra, ja. Ra, ja. Okay. Let's see. So, ra. In the beginning of the word, which one? This one, for sure. Let's write it here. Ra. Now, the second letter, it will be ra as well. Ra, ja. I will select this one or this one. What do you think? For me to know which one I will select, I must check the previous letter. The previous letter is refusal letter, right? It can't get connected from the left side. So I must select the one without this line. So it will be like this. Ra, 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 ja, ja. Which one I will select here? This is no. Ja in the beginning. Ja in the middle. No. I have two jas here. Both of them I can use in the end of the word. I will select the one with the arm or the one without. Let's check the previous letter. The previous letter is a refusal letter. Can't get connected from the left side. So this one for sure. Let's see, guys. Let's write like this. Read. Read with me. Ra. Ra ra. Ra ra ja. Ra ra ja. Ra ra ja. Ra ra ja. Okay? The second word. Ja, ra, ra, ja, ja, in the beginning of the word. Ja in the beginning of the word. And then, ra, ra, ja, ra, ra. Which ra? This or this? Check the previous letter, normal letter. So can get connected from the left side, right? So I will select the one with this line. Let's add a line like this and then like this. Jara, jara, jara ra, jara ra, another ra. I will select this one. Why? Because ra is a refusal letter, can't get connected from here. Okay, so I have here jara ra, jara ra. Okay, let's write another word. Ja, jara, ja, jara. Ja in the beginning of the word, so it will be ja. Ja. Ja, ja, ra, another ja in the middle. Always ja in the middle. You don't need to think. Ja, ja, ra. Ra, this one, because ja is a normal letter, can get connected from the left side. I select this one. Ja, ja, ra. Okay, another word. Ja, ra, ja. Ja, ra, ja. Ja in the beginning. It's always this one. Ja, ja. Ra, ra. I will select this or this. This one. Can I select this one? Can I write it like this, separated? Like this? No. Why? Ja is a normal letter. Likes to get connected to the following letter. So I must add this line here. So I selected this one. Let's make it a little bit taller. So jara, jara, ja. I select this one. Can I write like this? Can I do like this? This one. Is it correct? So actually, it is not this one because ra is a refusal letter. Remove this, please. Remove it. Don't add this line. Remove it. It's this one. And what's so ugly like this? Let's remove it one more time and add it like this. So it is jara, ja, jara, ja. Okay. Let's see the last word. Ra, ja, ja. Ra, ja, ja. Ra, ra in the beginning. Ra in the beginning. Ja, 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 ja in the middle. I select this or this. Can I select this? Can I do like this? And make me sad. Can I do like this? Can I say Raja like this? No. Why? I must remove this part. Why? Because Ra is a refusal letter, can't get connected from the left side. And finally, we have Ja. Can I select this or this? For sure, this one. Because Ja likes to get connected from the left and from the right side. So let's review together all the words. Okay, read the first one. Ra ra ja. Ra ra ja. The second. Ja ra ra. Ja ra ra. The third. Ja ja ra. Ja ja ra. The fourth. Ja ra ja. Ja ra ja. Ra ja ja. Ra ja ja. Okay, we have ra in the beginning. So ra in the beginning, always this one. This is ra in the beginning. There is no any other shape. Okay, ra in the middle. So we have two shapes of ra in the middle. It can be this one or this one. This one, when the previous letter is a refusal letter. This one, when the previous letter is a normal letter that likes to get connected from the left side. Okay, let's see ra in the end of the word. How many shapes do we have? We have this one or this one, the same thing. It's this one when the previous letter is a refusal letter, and it is this one when the previous letter is a normal letter. So to conclude, this is ra in the beginning. Ra in the middle can be this or this. Ra in the end can be this on this. It depends on the previous letter. Let's see ja. We have four shapes of ja. Ja in the beginning, it's always like this. There is no any other choice. Ja in the beginning of the word. Let's check ja in the middle. Where is ja in the middle? It can be like this or like this. So we have two shapes of ja in the middle. Why? This shape when the previous letter is a refusal letter. So we must have this space here. And we select this ja when the previous letter is a normal letter. So we can connect it from the right. Okay. Now let's check ja in the end of the word. Ja in the end of the word can be this shape without a line here. We have a space, or this shape with this line here. I think now you know the answer because I repeated 1 billion times. This shape, when the previous letter is a refusal letter, can't get connected from the left side, and we selected this here because the ja is a normal letter, can get connected from the left side. The conclusion, ja in the beginning, ja in the middle can be like this or like this. Ja in the end can be like this or like this. I finished my class. I wish you like it. I'm waiting for your feedback, and please do your homework. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.